Hello, we're here on day two, and today I want to talk about kids because I'm assuming that a lot of you have got young kids at home, and that can be a bit maddening at the best of times. What I want to cover with you today are some strategies that I used because about 10 years ago we had the earthquakes in Christchurch, and I had my kids home for quite a while. And at the time they were 6 and 8, they're now teenagers. Don't despair, we're going to talk about teenagers tomorrow. Today, I want to keep the focus on the younger kids being at home. And I want to talk about some of the things I did that allowed it to be an easier transition in dealing with long term stays in the household. These things worked for me. I hope they work for you. I'm not going to claim to be some sort of expert on what to do to keep kids occupied. All I can do is share with you what worked for me. And I'm hoping you'll also take the opportunity to tell me what works for you. So in the comments below, add some things that you're doing that are working so that we can share the information and help each other through this time where we're all at home with kids. So some of the things I did. The first thing was establish a routine straight away. We just established a routine. I didn't go into holiday mode with the kids after day 4 of being at home after the earthquakes. We went straight into a routine. So we got over the shock of things and then started nailing this routine that allowed us to get up, get dressed, get breakfast, do all the bits and pieces we would normally do, but then go into the kind of things we needed to do with our day. Now with kids, I need them to do some schoolwork. I know a lot of schools are talking about doing some online teaching. Take advantage of that, use it all you can. Get the kids a designated space where they can actually sit and learn. So you're not going to be putting them in their school uniforms in the morning, but you can get them out of their PJs and they can know that there is a space and time, part of their day, where they're going to be doing schoolwork. So they have a routine set up for that. Now, this is really important because you've got to remember your key role as a parent is you're training your kid to leave home. From the moment they're on 2 feet and walking from one end of the room to another, their training starts. We are training them to leave home at late teens, early 20s, able to look after themselves. And a big part of that is learning that work-life balance that a lot of us don't have. Okay, so if we're teaching them from a very young age, this is study time, this is focus time, and then this is playtime, they start establishing that concept very early on how to keep that work-life balance. So you're training them to do that as adults. Toys. I've had a lot of people saying, oh my God, my house is full of toys. I've got so much mess. It's driving me crazy. You're going to have to relax about mess. There's no way around it. Your house is being lived in right now. Things I did was I limited the mess, all the toys, to their room. So their room was their responsibility. I didn't go in there and clean it up. I didn't yell at them for cleaning it up. If I didn't like it, I'd just close the door. I made a pathway through the Lego so I could get from one end of the room to the other without hurting my feet. But otherwise, their room was their space. Family space, however, was a different ballgame. If they were bringing toys into a family space, one, they had to ask, and two, when they were told to, they needed to put those toys away. And I usually did that maybe an hour or so before dinner time. So then the evening, the whole room was free for me to chill out in and not have to deal with the mess of kids. So get them into the habit that there are 2 different sets of rules, one where you will be a little more relaxed and one where you won't. Boredom. There are 1,001 things on the internet that you can look up to deal with your kids' boredom. Do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do not make their boredom your responsibility. No way. I've never done it. Their boredom's their responsibility. They have to deal with it. They have to learn to ride through it, and they need to find something to keep themselves busy. Failure to do so means they get involved in family chores. Oh, yes, I got them to do the vacuuming, wash the windows, do the dishes, sort out the laundry, clean the bathroom. So if they're that bored, they can learn chores. Again, all part of their training to leave home. So get them in on it, and they'll soon recover from that boredom, I can assure you. That's about it. Those are the key things I used with my kids, and they worked really, really well. So if you've got some thoughts and ideas, put them below. Share them so that we can all benefit from it. And tomorrow we'll look at what to do at home when teenagers are around. They're a different kettle of fish. So we'll have a bit of fun with that. Until tomorrow, stay home, stay safe.